What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on our GX470 here. So if you guys have seen our previous video of the LED upgrades on this vehicle, we did not do the front headlights and the turn signals. So we did that for a specific reason. In this video we are going to show you guys how to install bulbs that will not cause hyper flashing in your turn signals, and we're going to show you guys how to replace bulbs in your headlights as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So when you guys are replacing bulbs in your headlights, the easiest way to access your low beams and your high beams would be from the top, just because there is room once you remove this plastic cover. However, the bulbs that are on the bottom and your side marker is extremely hard or almost impossible to get to from the top. So what we're going to show you guys is how to get to them from underneath. So if you guys kind of see here, our headlights are completely oxidized and they're to a point where they are just super yellow and ugly. So in a separate video, we're going to be showing you guys how to restore your headlights and your fog lights so that way they look as new as they could possibly be. So luckily we have a lift in the shop, so we were able to lift the vehicle up. If you guys don't have one, it's still possible to do it from the ground, but this just makes it super easy. So once you guys have it lifted or are underneath it, you guys will look up towards the headlights. So we are currently on the passenger side. So the very first one is going to be this one right there, that gray connector. That is going to be your running lights. And then right next to that, with the red wire right there, that connector is going to be your turn signals. So we'll have to twist that one off as well as that one to get them off. This one, however, is kind of like a cap. And then your side marker is going to be at the very end. So as you can kind of see here, it's behind the other gray wire, but it's going to be the highest one. And then we're going to replace all of them. That way you guys can kind of see what they look like. So it is going to be very hard to kind of show you guys and do it at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull all of them out and then show you guys what they look like once they're out of the socket. All right, so we have the bulbs pulled out, so we'll go ahead and show you guys what those look like. So we got the running lights right there, the small bulb, and then the orange one is a turn signal, and then right up there is the side marker bulb. So now we go ahead and replace them. So as you can kind of tell there, the running bulb and the side marker are both white. But what we're going to do is we're going to replace those with amber, just because we really like amber and we want amber to be the running lights. And then since the side marker is already amber, we'll just make it more amber. So what we're going to be using for the side marker and the running light is going to be the VLEDs. These are the super bright ones, super high quality. These are what we have been using for a while now. Definitely not cheap bulbs that you could find on like Amazon or eBay. So really high quality. And then for the turn signal, we're going to be trying out these other ones here. We've never used these ones, but we've heard amazing things about it. So of course we had to get some and we'll see how they do. So these are going to be the Lasfit ones. The cool thing with these are that the resistor is actually built in, so that way this won't cause any hyper flash and we won't have to use any resistors to connect to the bulbs that we use. So very, very cool. So we'll see how these do. For the side marker bulbs, since it is so far up there, it might be a little bit difficult to get from where we were. But what we did is we took the 3 screws that were holding the fender liner in, and then we just moved it out of the way just like this. And then now we can have access all the way up there to that side marker bulb. So this definitely makes it a little bit easier. So now we got all the bulbs in, so we'll just show you guys what those look like before we put it back in the socket. So there we have the turn signal, running lights, and then way up there we have the side marker. All right, so now let's go ahead and show you guys what it looks like with the new bulbs. So driver's side is factory, passenger side is gonna be the new LED bulbs. So first we'll flip on just the first notch on your actual headlight controller. So on the driver's side, you guys can see the warm white, I guess. And on the passenger side, you guys see the amber. Of course, just because we installed the amber bulbs. If you guys wanted like a pure white look, we have the pure white bulbs as well for it. And then of course, when you turn on your low beams, nothing changes, those stay on. Now let's go ahead and show you guys the turn signals. So you guys see there, factory side is on the driver, and then the passenger side is the new super bright, ridiculously bright actually, on the passenger side. And as you guys can see here, no hyper flash, and we didn't install any resistors or anything since it's all built in. So as you guys can kind of see there, people will definitely see you guys when you guys are trying to signal and come over. And then lastly, the side markers here, it's going to be hard to tell a difference since they're hidden behind that orange amber lens. Here is the LED side, so just slightly brighter, but if they're going to burn out, might as well replace them with LEDs. So now let's go ahead and replace the turn signals in the rear since we did the front, and we'll show you guys that it has zero hyper flash as well. So what we've done already is we installed the new bulbs on the passenger side. I want to show you guys what it looks like before, and then we'll show you guys how to take off the tail light if you guys missed the video from the first time. So what you guys are seeing here is the replacement LED bulbs on the running lights in the tail lights. So that's why they're so red and bright. And then of course, now we'll show you guys the turn signal. So here is the driver's side. Here is the ridiculously bright passenger side with the new LED bulbs. As you can clearly see here, zero hyper flash, even with the front and rear bulbs plugged in. There's no hyper flash at all. And then now here is the hazards, so that way you guys can see both of them on at the same time. And as you can tell here, it's just a night and day difference. So now let's go ahead and replace this side. If you guys missed the video of us doing all the LED upgrades in the first video, make sure you guys check that out. But just in case you guys missed it, we'll go ahead and take this one off for you guys and show you guys how to do it. So there's going to be two 10mm bolts in here. Once you have those two taken out, what we need to do is just push from the front back and just kind of wiggle it as you guys go. And then it'll slide out like that. There's going to be one single connector at the very top. So that's the only one you guys will need to take out. So what we did is we just unplugged it. So this is the only one you got to take out. So go ahead and twist that. So here's the bulb. We'll go ahead and get that replaced. So here's the bulb that we're going to be using. And once again, it is Lasfit. These are very awesome. So you guys will definitely see this on our website at runningfortacos.com. So let's go ahead and pop this one out. Put this one in. Make sure it goes in all the way. We will put it back into the headlight. Lock it in place. Bring it close to the tail light just because this harness is very short. Plug it back in. After you guys have it plugged in, just go ahead and test it out before you reinstall it back. Once you verify that it is working, just go ahead and put it back. There's going to be two white tabs here. Just make sure you line up the tail light with those two. As long as it's all the way flush, it should line up, so it shouldn't be very hard. And then just push forward. Once you verify that it's all the way forward, go ahead and reinstall the two 10mm bolts, and then you guys are done. Alright guys, we are all done with the install. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you guys wanted any of these bulbs from this video or the previous video, I will have everything down in the description. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on that bell notification, that way you guys get notified every time we post a new video, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.